There are a whole lot of things being said about golf. What is unique about the game is, if you play any other game, the ball is coming at you from different angles, velocities, spin.
Yeah.
Here it's just sitting. You got to hit a sitting ball. So, one important thing is whatever you do, it's just you. There is simply no other factor involved. That's what makes you look so dumb, that's what makes it so challenging, interesting and exciting, because just to even understand the limitations of just being able to hit a sitting ball, just a sitting ball. And the possibility is also this: whoever is the world champion right now, if you or me play a game with him, we may beat him on 1 or 2 holes, which you can't do in any other game.
Yeah.
In any other game. If you try to play soccer with Messi, you won't get to touch the ball at all. Even if you try to play cricket, they can bowl in such a way that you will never get to touch the ball. This is one game where you can play level with the top, whatever is the top, you can play level with them, at least in sparks. If not, the only thing is they got consistency, which you may not have because you've not put in the same amount of time and whatever. So the most significant aspect for me was, one thing is you can play this game without injuries, which is important for me. I played all kinds of games, but it became important to play a game without injury because 365 days I have a schedule. Injuries are something that I can't… it's a luxury, I can't afford. That's one thing. But once you start playing it, there are many intricacies. One of the most important and significant things for me is, for me, right from my childhood, the geometry of the existence has always been the most important part. And when I say geometry, if I look at a tree, well, I see the colors and stuff, but for me, the most exciting and the first thing that I notice is the geometry of how it stands. In nature, unless some kind of integrity of geometry is there, nothing stands by itself. The whole the whole system of yoga is just this, just getting the geometry of this human system right. Today there is a whole science called the constructional theory, where they've gone about pointing out how whether you take an atom or a human being or a grasshopper or an earthworm or the cosmos, at the most fundamental level, the design is common. From that common design, it is evolved into such complex possibilities, but the fundamental design is common. In all this, geometry is the thing. In golf, as in yoga, geometry is most important. You don't know how to stand right, you may take years to just stand right. So I've never taken a lesson, I've never been on a driving range, I'm doing quite good. It's basically geometry and your ability to gauge how things are, the terrain, the distances, and exerting the right amount of swing and force. So for me, that became the most important factor. I thoroughly enjoy the complexity of geometry involved, and unless you figure the geometry right, you will miss your 3-foot putt.